Introduction to the volitional mood. In this chapter, we're going to look at volitionals. Now, what exactly is a volitional? Probably the easiest way to think about volitionals is to think of them as commands. We'll have to stretch the definition a little bit, but command is a good handle to hang on to. They are similar to modals. A modal, if you remember, is one way to translate an imperfect. We looked at that in chapter 17. And you would use words like may or might, would, can, should, wants to, ought to, something like that. It's not making a statement or an assertion. A modal is expressing something that may or may not happen. Volitionals are similar, and they also express a will or desire, but there is the additional idea of the imposition of the speaker's will on someone else. And we see that most clearly in a command. If I say go to the store, I am imposing my will on the person I'm speaking to. I want them to do my will, go to the store. Now, we also have volitionals for third and first person. So second person are simply our commands. We call those imperatives. Now, with the third person, it's as if we're giving a command to someone who isn't present, to some third person. Let him go to the store, or let them go to the store, let her go to the store. So if you're willing to think of commands in that sort of broad sense, then this would be a third person command. We call those jussives. And then first person is when we're given a command to ourselves. Now obviously it's not really a command, but we're expressing our own desire by using what we call a cohortative. It's as if we're giving ourselves a command. Let me go to the store, or let us go to the store. So plural. So volitionals exist for all three persons, third, second, and first, and in singular and plural. And also for these two in masculine and feminine. First person, of course, has no gender. And we call third person jussives, second person imperatives, and first person cohortatives. Now we'll see when we get to the module on how to negate these forms that I'll talk about something called the second person jussive. So that'll sit down here. But for the most part, think of jussives as third person, and then imperatives as second person, and cohortatives as first person. So now let's turn to looking at these in more detail.